Hey guys, so today I am going to give you my review for I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This movie comes to Netflix tomorrow, September 4th, and it is a very interesting movie. It is based on a book which I now really truly want to read. I need to read this book. So let's get into my spoiler-free, I guess, review of I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. So the reason I go spoiler-free, I guess, review is I am not 100% sure what I watched. And I don't mean that in a bad way. This movie is open for interpretation so much, and I've heard that the book gives a little more detail, but it's also still super vague. So I'm intrigued. That's what makes me want to read the book. But basically, this story is there's a young woman who has several different names throughout this movie. I don't even know what her name is. Let's say Lucy, because that's I think the first one we get. But it's like Lucy, Ames, Amy. There's Louisa. Like she's got all these names. It's crazy. So, anyways, let's say Lucy, this young woman. She's with her new boyfriend Jake. Who is someone, he's been in Breaking Bad and he's been in Fargo. Jesse Plemons, I think is how you say his last name. He's phenomenal in this. Absolutely phenomenal. And she is as well. Both of them are just so great at this. But it's so weird. So they're in the car and they're going to visit his parents. Okay, they're in a blizzard. This is the first time she's meeting his parents. And she says a few times things like, oh, I feel, she wants to end things, basically. She doesn't see a future with him, and she likes him enough. She goes, I like him. He's nice, he's funny, he's sensitive, he's this, he's that, he's cute, he's this, blah, 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 blah. But I'm thinking of ending things. And so she's in her head a lot. And basically, she narrates the movie a lot. There's a lot of just voiceovers, which are her own thoughts, which are super interesting. A lot of interesting stuff there. But they're in the car and they're on the way to see his parents. She's going to meet him for the first time. And like I said, she's basically I don't even know why I'm meeting his parents. I want to end things. I want to break up with them, right? So it's really weird. And her job changes, which is interesting. Just like her name, right? They'll be talking about stuff. She's a poet. And then she's a physicist. And the story of how they met changes several times. And it's very weird. It's basically she's losing a grip on reality. And she says a few times, she'll say how did she word it? She was just basically her head is clouded, right? And her memories, it's hard for her to remember stuff. So they get to this house and it's so creepy, which is what I love about this. There's very creepy undertones of it, underlying tones. It's very weird and you don't know what's going to happen. And she sees scratches on the door and he says, oh, it's from the dog. And there's no dog around. And then all of a sudden there's a dog. But the dog's super wet. And the dog's name is Jimmy. And then later you see an urn with the picture of the dog that says Jimmy. So the dog had died. And it's just really weird. She meets his parents who live on a farm. And the parents, every time they leave the room and come back, they're a different age. I mean, sometimes they're older, way older. At one point he's the same age and he's feeding his mom who's in bed, and then the next minute she's dying almost, she's laying down in bed she died, and then sometimes they're super young, she's walking around, the mom's walking around picking up toys and holding a basket, and you can tell she's from a long time ago, and her hair's all woo, get the little flip thing going, and you're just what is going on? And Lucy, or whatever you want to call her, the young woman, it doesn't really seem to faze her. She's just having the conversation with them it's normal. The dad is super old and then young and then this. And then at one point, even the mom is super old and the dad is super young. And then at one point, the dad's talking about the mom and he's she used to be so funny. That's what I loved about her. I miss her so much. And she's literally right in front of him. And you're just what is happening? This is so crazy. They talk about creepy things on the farm. He tells her this story about a pig who was being eaten alive by maggots, which is disgusting. But then the mom's all everything you see here was grown on the farm, and they're eating a ham for dinner. And I'm oh, is that the one that had maggots in it? It's just super creepy, but weird and unique, and I'm kind of here for it. I really need to read the book. And I don't want to say it wasn't boring at all. It had my attention from the beginning to end, and I was trying to figure it out. at one point they do eventually leave, and so they leave the parents' house, and then this isn't even really spoilers because I don't even know what I was watching, but that's where you get to the explanation, I guess. I'm not even 100% certain about the explanation. I mean, all throughout the movie you're getting flashes to this janitor of the school, and even Jake is saying stuff about like watching productions of Oklahoma, and at one point his mom even talks about his 50th birthday, but he's like clearly not 50. So it's very weird. Like I said, a lot of stuff changes. Like the facts change constantly, and I think it's very much a like nobody knows exactly what's going on. Like even them, none of them really knew what time they were in, and it was very weird. On the way home, they do stop at that school that we see the janitor at the whole time, and then like the ending happens, and I don't want to explain it. I can't explain it. I don't want to give it to you guys, just in case like it's a spoiler, sort of. Maybe you guys will understand it. If you know, like write like spoiler, and then do like a bunch of enter buttons and then put what happened, because I don't get it. I need to watch some ending explained stuff. And I want to read the book because apparently it's less vague than this movie. But I will say it was super intriguing. It was kind of creepy, very unique. I'm totally here for it. It was a lot of suspense, except I'm not really sure what I watched. It seems like it's very open to interpretation, but I enjoyed it. I really, truly enjoyed it. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to watch it again. But it's out on Netflix tomorrow, September 4th, Friday. So make sure you guys check it out. Come back and let me know what you think when you do. We can have all the discussions, because I need to have full-on discussions with people. Maybe I missed stuff. I don't know. I think I need to watch it again, and I need to read the book. But either way, I think it's worth a watch. It's fun and interesting and unique, and the acting is great. So why not, right? Let's all figure out what happened together. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on videos like this one. You can also follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. Thanks, guys.